It don't matter what she's cooking. Oh, say me knowing what she is. Oh, say it with me. You say me cooking, yeah, she does. You say me cooking, yeah, she does. It's the place that you want, yeah.
Hey everybody, I am so glad to be back. It's been a long time since my last video. Thanks for all my views and all my subscribers. I'm glad to be back. Now let me kick it off with an amazing recipe for you all. So first I diced my chicken breasts into maybe 1-inch pieces. I'm not really good with measurements, y'all know that. Then after I cleaned them up with water and vinegar, I went ahead and lotioned them up with some olive oil. And I went ahead and seasoned them with this pack that I seen from Walmart. And I'll, drop the recipes in the comments for y'all. So once they were melanated like me, I put them in a skillet on medium heat with a little olive oil and 1 tablespoon of butter. I really can't say how long I cooked them on each side, but you'll see on the video, like when they turned a certain color is when I flipped them. So I would maybe say 3 to 5 minutes on each side, but I'm not really good with the time either. I'm gonna see if I can get an exact time. That's it right there. That's the color and the look I was going for. So once they look like this, I just went ahead and dumped them into a large mixing bowl, because this is where we're going to dump all our ingredients so we can for our stuffing of the quesadilla. Alright, so we're going to dump them all here in the mixing bowl, and then we're going to work on the shrimp. For the shrimp, I had a bag of colossal shrimp from Walmart, and you're going to see I end up dicing them up, but I seasoned them with this same seasoning that I used, the same taco packet that I use from Walmart. And I also lotioned these babies up with olive oil as well. Well, I moisturized them just a little bit, and I wanted them to be a little melanated as well. So you'll see that I seasoned them with maybe half of it first, and then I came back with a little more seasoning because it just wasn't enough. Well, it didn't look like it was enough for me. And no, it didn't have it salty or anything. It just gave it a nice flavor. Well, it adds an extra flavor to it on top of the cheese and everything else. But like I said, you'll see, and you'll be the judge of it for yourself. So in that same skillet on medium heat, I added another maybe tablespoon of olive oil, and I added the shrimp. You know, it doesn't take shrimp that long to cook, so I cooked them on maybe 3 minutes on each side, and I gave them the same nice look as well. And then I went ahead and dumped them in the mixing bowl. Now this part is completely optional, but I just went through and kind of chopped them just a little bit because I noticed that they were big and I wanted to fit more than just 1 or 2 shrimp per quesadilla, because then it's not really going to be a shrimp quesadilla. I mean, well, it's not going to be a shrimp and chicken quesadilla. It's going to be a chicken and shrimp quesadilla. So then once the shrimp were done, I went ahead and added them to the mixing bowl. So you're done with the cooking of the meats. Now it's time to add the rest of the stuff into it. So I added spinach to it. I didn't cook it because, as you can see, it's going to kind of, but the heat is going to do that for you. Now it is optional, but like I tell you all the time, you can cook everything the way you want to. This is just how I did it. But if you prefer to cook your spinach beforehand, then hey, by all means, cook it beforehand. So then I added a can of fire roasted rotel, but I did drain the juice because I didn't want it to be too runny. I wanted the filling to be just a little thick so it can stay together. So once I had that all mixed up, I went ahead and added my cheese, and I'll drop the cheese that I used, but it was a quesadilla cheese that I found from Walmart. Y'all know I'm always in Walmart. But honestly, the cheese really doesn't matter. You can use whatever cheese you like, because I've made this quite a few times, and every time I use different cheese. But I like to use melty cheese like the quesadilla cheese or mozzarella cheese and a lot of the Mexican cheese. If you've been here before, you already know how I am with the visuals, and also I just like to be very detailed. So this is how it looked when I was done mixing the cheese in. I also added 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and this is optional as well, but it just helped it give it a extra flavor. I love sour cream, but I believe it adds extra flavor into a lot of things. So believe it or not, even my mac and cheese, I add sour cream. So this is optional, but I did go ahead and add the 2 tablespoons of sour cream. I'm also going to drop the seasoning as well, because the seasoning was like a Southwest chicken seasoning that I got from Walmart. Again, they should sponsor me at this point. But this is how it looked after I added the sour cream. Then I added the South Fresh seasoning, which was maybe a tablespoon. I'm going to have to go and see the exact measurement of it, but it was maybe a tablespoon of it. Alright, now here's the fun part. So once everything is done and mixed up, we're going to go ahead and make the quesadilla. So I had 1 tortilla, I had a large one, and I put a little of the quesadilla cheese down first, and I let it sit for like 30 seconds, and then I went ahead and added the stuffing to it, well, the filling to it, and then I added another layer of cheese. I flattened it down just a little bit so it wouldn't be bulky, because I wanted to make sure that it stayed together. Y'all, I don't know how I skipped past it, but I also went ahead and added a second layer of cheese, but it wasn't a lot like the first time, just a little bit. Folded it up and just browned it on both sides, and it didn't take long at all. And don't y'all dare make fun of my cutting. I don't know what I was doing, but I went ahead and cut it in half. And bam, just like that, that's how you make the chicken, shrimp, and spinach quesadilla. Now, I've tried adding bacon to it, and I would highly recommend you can try with the bacon. The bacon is wonderful, but there it is, y'all. So, just like any other time, drop a comment if you liked it, even if you didn't. Let me know what you did different. Let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank y'all for watching. Bye.